Please welcome to the show, Pastor Jamal Bryant. And before we even get started, Pastor Bryant, I want to tell you that I'm proud of you, I admire you, and I really have a lot of appreciation for activist pastors that are out here on the front lines, man. It's time for us all to pull together, man.
Michael, I got a preacher's license I'm going to give you. What you did in Sanford last week, talking about it ain't right. I was sending you an armor bearer, usher, and a peppermint. You really stepped out there. I was excited. I said, Michael been running from his call. You did great.
You know, a lot of people ask me about running for office and all that, but this is where I can do the most good. Working with you and Reverend Al Sharpton and NAACP, I love it when we work together. The one thing that I can say that came out of this horrible tragedy with Trayvon Martin is brought a lot of us together, man, and that's going to be important moving forward.
I think that Trayvon Martin has served as a wake-up call, Michael, for this generation. You've been holding the black church and black preachers' feet to the fire to be accountable. And I think that this really was the wake-up call that has got to be more than the pastor's anniversary and a building fund and buying a church van. But outside of the stained glass windows, going back to the street corner. And this movement is really taking up feet. The same time we were in Sanford, rallies are now in Amsterdam, in London, in the Bahamas. So it's a worldwide movement, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
How do we get the voter registration thing going? As a president of empowerment movement with so many voter registration laws going on, how can the churches help?
Michael, there are 500,000 black churches across the country, from storefront to mega churches. And we've come up with basic math. This isn't even accelerated. Basic math says if we get every black church on Easter to register 20 people to vote, that's 1 million voters. And so what we're trying to do is make history for democracy, and they can do it, Michael, by their cell phone. Mm-hmm. They can do it on a laptop or iPad. All they got to do is go online to empowermentmovement.org, empowermentmovement.org, and they will, in fact, be able to fill out that application. It only takes 3 minutes, and they'll get confirmation sent to their email. I want every pastor, every barbershop prophet, every person who don't go to church, please register this weekend. One of the critical points of the civil rights movement is after they march, they change legislation.
Right.
And so we've got to do something beyond lifting up signs and wearing T-shirts. We now got to change the stand your ground law, and we've got to do something about the incarceration rate in our community.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to blog this every day, once a day on Baisden Live on Twitter and Facebook. It's empowermentmovement.org, and we're going to ask you all every day on the Michael Baisden Show to get registered. We're going to ask churches to make sure they're talking to their congregations Easter. You said Easter, right, Pastor Jamal?
Easter Sunday, and they can wear the exact same tie and handkerchief you wore to the rally. If y'all missed it, Michael was Easter sharp, ready in Sanford. The recession is officially over.